Hi, I'm Marie Ferrani, the Member of Parliament for Parkdale High Park, and I'm on the southern part of our riding here on the pedestrian bridge that crosses over the Gardner, just near St. Joseph's Health Centre. And I'm with Loretta, Budgie, Nadeau, and we're here to talk about Joey Commanda. So Loretta, thank you so much for being here, Budgie.
You're welcome.
Can you tell us a bit about Joey's story and why we're here today?
Yes.
And you can take off your mask when you're speaking if you'd like.
Oops. Joey was a 13-year-old that ran away from the Brantford Mohawk Residential School. He had been placed there with his brother Rocky, and after the first time of running, when his friends the Mohawks left, he also left to try to reach home. Rocky got apprehended in Hamilton, and Joey made it as far as this spot where he had got hit by a train. Joey was a kind, typical teenage boy, but then with everything that was happening at that place, he decided that it was better to run. Joey just was scared. He was, to him, he was running for, I would say, his life to try to get out of there and not go back. But Joey got hit by a train here, and he had never made it home. His spirit was left behind. So we organized a walk to bring Joey's spirit home. Rocky had never talked about this ever, and then he just finally started opening up. So this was a healing experience for family, for friends, for drawing the community together, and for everyone supporting each other.
Thank you so much, Budgie. And tell me, you told me about Rocky, his brother, who left with him. Tell me about why we're putting up orange ribbons on this span bridge today. Like, what do the orange ribbons represent, and what do you hope people think about when they see the orange ribbons?
The orange ribbons represent the color for all the residential school children. It's not only for the children that didn't make it home, it's for the survivors. There was a little girl, the orange shirt came about. There was a little girl that was taken away to the residential school. Her mom bought her an orange shirt to go. She was all excited and happy. And when she got there, they just stripped it off of her, cut her hair. They just took the culture and everything away from children.
And the orange color helps us remember that story, but also all of the kids.
Yeah.
And tell me about, you talked about Joey. Was Joey's experience an exception, or did all of the kids, the Indigenous kids at the residential schools, experience the same trauma?
I can't be too sure about all the kids, but if you go walk behind a residential school at Mohawk, you will see on bricks there's scratchings on them, and it'll say "Help us," and it will give names, and you know, it's just heartbreaking to see "Help us." Like my brother said, they had to stay on the top floor. There's an octagon window there, and he said at night they'd be looking out these windows saying, "When is someone coming to help us? When is someone coming to get us?" So yeah, it's sad.
It's extremely sad. But I guess what people are trying to do on a National Day for Truth and Reconciliation is learn more.
Yeah.
So if people in my riding care a lot about Indigenous issues, they express it to me all the time. I wanted to make sure that they knew that Joey passed away literally 100 meters from where we're standing on these tracks right in front of St. Joe's. But if people want to be an ally, what advice would you give them? Like, what should they do to try and learn more, to try and be better supporters, to stand in solidarity with First Nations people?
There's a lot of walkers going on right now. They would like a lot of support. Maybe also to get to know, go and learn something about the residential school and what it stood for, because they kind of had to say over what the kids, when the children came in, they cut their hair, they stripped them of their clothing, they washed them with lye soap, so it's kind of like taking everything. The kids didn't have a name, they had a number. Joey's number was 60, but they never knew, like just his close friends knew him as Joey. The other ones, he was 60.
That's why you have 60 on the back of your shirt that you're wearing for Joey.
Yeah.
And tell me, are there any sort of educational resources that you know of, either in Brantford at the Woodlands Cultural Centre now, or online? Is there, if somebody wants to learn more, is there anywhere you would direct them to?
The Cultural Centre in Brantford is now, they've got different committees. All reserves have Every Child Matters committees. They're just forming some new ones that you should be able to go online and access them. Also check with the First Nations in your area, because they will have something or tell you where to go.
Thank you so much, Budgie, for having the strength to be here today, to tell Joey's story, to keep his memory alive, and I know his spirit is with us. And say thank you to Rocky for me. And my job, fundamentally, as an elected representative, is to make sure that people are taking Indigenous reconciliation seriously, learning more, and listening more. And that's why I wanted to make sure that people learn Joey's story, because it connects Indigenous reconciliation to this riding. So thank you very much, Chimigwech. I really appreciate that. So I'm speaking to you again from the pedestrian bridge with Loretta Budgie Nadeau, the sister of Joey Commanda, who died 43 years ago, 100 meters from where we're standing, on these train tracks right behind me, when he was fleeing the Brantford Residential School, escaping and walking along the tracks, trying to find freedom and peace, and in fact was struck down by a train instead. So please learn more about Joey's story, and on Truth and Reconciliation Day, learn more about Indigenous experience on this land. That will help us move forward together. Thank you, Chimigwech. I'm signing off from the traditional territory of the Haudenosaunee, the Anishinaabeg, the Mississaugas of the Credit, and many First Nations, Inuit, and Métis people that now call Toronto home. Chimigwech.
And thank you for coming out and supporting and tying ribbons.
You're very welcome, Budgie. Thank you.